All right. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. I apologize for the silence, and I apologize for the ads at the beginning. The ads are just to help prevent pre-roll ads for playing a little bit later on. But the no music, that is an intentional thing as well. That is because I'm going to cut somewhat of an intro for YouTube. Two reasons. One, for this stream, anyone just like clicking on my stream and seeing the VODs, I want to just jump right into it, right? Kind of this me talking right now kind of defeats its purpose, but anyway, expect that for like next streams. All right. So what are we doing today? All right, here we go. Oops. You're not supposed to see that. All right. There we go. Actually, yeah, I don't mind if you guys see my dashboard. It's not a big deal, but that wasn't intentional. Let's close that up. Good morning, Elias. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, have you seen this, by the way, Elias? I'll be talking about this in a bit. But yeah, anyway, for those joining on YouTube, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. For those in Twitch who are subscribed to me, thank you so much for hanging out. Twitch ads are playing. But yeah, for YouTube purposes, for the VOD and for maybe a video, let me just do a little bit of an intro. I'm already messing it up. Oh, I'm putting too much pressure on me. Anyway, let's just relax, drink some coffee. Man, I really just messed it up. I'm just hyping myself up. Carrie, how's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, this outfit actually made me forget a particular thing that is that's super important actually for super important that was revealed in 2.0, that patch, that trailer that we saw yesterday, that I just totally glazed over, which is the removal of halt assault. Anyway, we'll talk about that in just a sec here. All right, everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this video. Today I'll be going over basically what the implications of 2.0 how they, man, I just messed it up. I'm really glad you guys don't see my process all the time, because that will happen like at least 10 times. I already messed up. Hold up. Now I'm nervous because you guys are watching me. You got good jam resources. You got the good jam resources. For Xrd, I don't, unfortunately. Maybe I'll play jam a little bit when she comes out. But yeah, anyway. All right, take two. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Today I'll be going over what the implications of 2.0, or rather, what... I already messed it up. What the implication? I should have wrote this down. Anyway. Cut. No video. There's gonna be no video today. I'll do one more time. All right, how's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Today we'll be going over what we saw from the 2.0 trailer, and basically how we... This is way too early in the morning. Well, how do people do this? All right. Anyway, let me just talk about what I want to do, and then maybe we'll cut an intro. Basically, what I want to do today, everyone, is I want to go over what we saw yesterday in 2.0, not just what we see here, Dizzy's new outfit. I was actually blinded because I saw this outfit, and somebody mentioned in my YouTube comments something really interesting here, actually, something I should have like paid attention to. Which is this, who is it? Somebody mentioned wild assault. There we go. AMV addictions. Thoughts on Dizzy after they moved blue wild assault. I did not think Dizzy was bad, but currently Dizzy without blue wild assault sounds like a bottom tier character a lot. So somebody mentioned it in my Discord as well, and I never really give it much thought. So for the majority of today, I want to go over basically what that looks like. First of all, I want to show you guys what setup she has and what combo she has with blue wild assault, like how important it is to Dizzy, and then maybe sometime a little bit later we'll play some games and I'll try to challenge myself without using wild assault and see how that looks. So well, that's a general plan for today. Will we make a video of it? Well, I already messed up the intro a few times, so probably not. Now if I do it again, it's just gonna look weird. But if my editor can use editing magic and make it look like it's a proper video, then let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, the idea of today, we're going to go over wild assault setups, wild assault combos, what I have anyway. And I want to talk about what it looks like. Like, basically, if you removed all those things, what is Dizzy left with, and what will that imply for her in 2.0? So this might sort of turn into like a patch wish list as well, because like if we remove a important thing from Dizzy, such as the wild assault, what what things do we need to do for her to make her like a playable character? Yeah, and then we'll try to play without wild assault. I think that'll be fun. I think when I think about playing without wild assault, I often I realize that my gameplay for Dizzy doesn't involve too much wild assault. I kind of force it in it. I kind of force wild assault into my gameplay, and yeah, it's yeah, anyway. It's weird to talk without music too. I should have music while I talk, but just in case my editor wants to use this footage for VOD purposes or for a stream cut. Anyway, let me read some of you guys what you guys are saying, and then let's do maybe we'll talk about we'll jump right into it. It's okay. We can sentence mix and cut everything individual and word in post. There you go. Thank you, Elias. Hope you great idea. I get a little nervous sometimes because I don't know, when I throw it to my editor, sometimes I'm not too sure what will be cut and what won't be. So like, it's on me to be perfect sometimes. I mean, I trust my editor too. My editor is great, but sometimes I feel like I need to be perfect. I forgot what blue wild assault even does compared to other wild assaults. You know what? I don't know the how do you say? I'll be honest with you. Between the 3 wild assaults, I only focus on the one that I have. All I know is that white wild assault, the one that is most often complained about, the Potemkin one, the Naga one, the Bedman one, I believe. That one has invincibility. It's like a neutral skip. And the one I have helps me with a lot of things that I have. So I can go into that. All right. What time is it right now? No, Magnitude, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Potemkin is blue now. Oh, Potemkin is blue? I thought Potemkin had I guess in the 3 weeks from now, Potemkin will have none because we have no wild assaults. But yeah, hope you're doing well there, Magnitude. It is weird talking without music, I'll be honest with you. Do I always sound this silly? The music is there just to like cover up how awful I sound. Or how I think I sound anyway. All right. Let us jump into it, I guess. But yeah, anyway, hope you're all doing well. Welcome everybody. All right, so the VOD intro has been messed up, but we can still salvage a YouTube video intro. Starting right now. All right, take 7. All right, how's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Today, I want to go over what the 2.0 changes that we saw yesterday imply for Dizzy. More specifically, I want to focus on the removal of the wild assault. How does that affect Dizzy? And in the end, what do they imply for her potential changes? There could be some pretty big changes down the line because we are removing, or rather, they are removing a very important mechanic in her current gameplay. All right, with that said, let's just safe jump right into it. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. By the way, my name's Nagai. You're guilty, Oji-san. Let's just safe jump right into it. If you enjoy content like this, like, comment, and subscribe is much appreciated. All right, let's go. There we go. All right, Va, you cut that however you want. You want me to re-record that? That's all right. Let's just get right into it. That was awkward AF, but we'll get it. Anyway, let's do this. And cut. There you go. Y'all put the sub thing somewhere in between there. Make me look okay, please. Thank you. And if it looks bad, just don't even do anything with it. I'm good with that. All right. So let's go over let's go over her wild assault. So she's got a blue wild assault. Let's first of all make sure I have burst. I think it'd be fun to kind of go over what we already know about her wild assaults. Like what are the setups for her? Right? Okay, so first of all, the one you see a lot that really big Dizzy players do, by big I mean like really high ranked ones such as Paluna. We use it for setting up cross-ups. So for example, I'm gonna get my opponent to get hit but not counter hit. So let's say we get an ice field, ice spike, ice spike, ice field. We gotta get my opponent to not block. Like that. Actually, this is maybe not where I want to start. Let's talk about... Yeah, you know what? This is where I'm comfortable. Let's talk about this. Let's start with this. So basically, with Ice Spike, Ice Field, using Wild Assault allows you to set up your throw. That loser EXE, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Allows you to set up your throw. And allows you to set up Wings of Light. Very important move for her in her current kind of kit, right? Wild Assault is, if you guys don't know, or sorry, Wings of Light, if you guys don't know, is this move that takes time, very important, to charge up 10 seconds. And once the time has hit 10 seconds, it activates, it uses your meter, and it drains your opponent's health if you're close enough. So it's a very important thing for her kit at the moment. It's a very unique mechanic, and successful Dizzy players use it it's very effectively. Like the better you use this technique, usually the higher success of that Dizzy player. Okay. I'm at work, but I'm missing the streams. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well. Yeah, good to see you on my stream. Hey, I'm having a hard time talking apparently. All right, so Wild Assault allows you to extend this particular combo. Like if you get a freeze in a field, or just a freeze really. Normally you can't throw your opponent. And why do you want to throw your opponent anyway? Well, this throw takes like, I don't know, 3 or 4 seconds to actually to play out from start to finish. Like 1, 2, 3, like 3.5 to 4 seconds, right? So if you have Wings of Light, if you started Wings of Light, if you initiate Wings of Light, throw already gives you like about half the time for it to trigger. So Wild Assault here helps you set up your combo, helps you set up a combo, right? For you to initiate Wings of Light and also run down the timer. From here, you can do a setup though. So that's like use of Wild Assault number 1, which is to help you go into your throw. So use of Wild Assault number 1, help you go into throw, run down the Wings of Light timer. Right. Pompey, how's it going? Yo, Baki Senpai, how's it going? Are you excited for Jam? Not as excited as for the other things. Like I'm more excited about Dizzy changes than Jam. All right, but Jam's cool too. Jam's cool. I like Jam's new design. All right, so from here, let's say you get this Ice Spike, Ice Field. Here's something like from here, because you're throwing into your Ice Field, it sets you up for a cross-up. Basically, it sets you up for like a nice setup. So that's like basically a indirect usage of indirect advantage of Wild Assault, which is it helps you standardize your combo because you're going into a throw, and then you do a setup that doesn't have very many variables on the offensive side, right? There's a lot of variables otherwise for Dizzy, right? When you're trying to set something up, like from this combo here, you know, if you want to set up a nice close basically a 5D overhead with the fish follow-up. There's so many variables that affect the timing and the distance. So it's hard to get that fish to combo with the 5D, basically your overhead. But using wall assault helps standardize everything here because you're throwing into your ice field. There's not very many scenarios where you can do this particular setup, where you can have this particular distance, where you can have this particular fish timing for you to do like a cross up, right? All right. So in addition to that, like if you have enough meter to do another wall assault, this can lead into, I wouldn't say a touch of death, but like a sequence of death, basically, right? And everything kind of works around wall assault one way or another, right? Wall assault to extend your combo, wall assault to lead into a throw, the throw running down the wings of light timing so it can trigger sooner, that sort of thing. 2 touches, that's right. Elias says, okay, after looking it up, red wall assault essentially combo starter extender, blue is guard crush, and white is invincible. And we're using blue here as a combo extender and also a tool to really effectively use her other tools, such as Wings of Light. I'm so glad I never have to play Wall Assault RPS again. Yeah, honestly, in the end, it's going to be a welcome change. I'm going to show you all the things that Dizzy has with Wall Assault. At the moment, it seems like her effective gameplay hinges on Wall Assault, and the removal of it will make a already lower tier character even lower. So I think we can expect some positive changes in the end. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Vi says briefly here on mobile about to switch desktop. How it goes? Well, if you look at the VOD, I mess up the intro several times there, Vi. But I think I nailed it at the end there. But anyway, I'm gonna rely on you to cut it so that it's comprehensive. It's okay. There's no music, so it should be okay. All right. So one more time. We're going to use Wall Assault here to extend the combo. Use basically Wall Assault to help us run out of time because it sets up a throw. Do our setup. And then, again, Wall Assault to go into another throw to kind of be the little cherry on top for the 2 touch of death.
Maybe I took it too far.
Yo, Siba Lauer, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. So, I guess there wasn't really a specific use of Wall Assault. If I'm gonna make a list of things, it's to go into your throw. But that's not the biggest thing. The thing is, going into your throw helps with running down your Wings of Light timing. Actually, you know what? There's 2 things here. With Ice Field, it allows you to activate. Or sorry, rather, with Ice Field, it allows you to initiate Wings of Light and then go into a throw. So it's doing like 2 things here. A lot of things, actually. Right? It allows you to basically convert your combos into the intended win condition of her kit, which is Wings of Light. You know. Or initiate right there. Throw, set up. Oh, my game kind of lagged there. I saw that 2.0 will be amazing and decided to go on the Strive. Hell yeah. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to go into a 2 touch of death, basically. I'm not a GGS player. Oh yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, my friend. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, one cool thing about Strive so far, and if you guys peruse through Twitter, you're gonna see this. But basically, a lot of the other games, the big games right now, are not listening to people, it seems. So they're kind of doing their own thing, and people have complained about the other games' system mechanics. But the things that they're complaining about aren't being changed. But the big complaint of this game is the presence of wild assault. And in the end, the Strive devs decided to remove it for one reason or another. So that's really cool that they are listening. But maybe they're not listening. This could also be something that they were cooking up from the start too, right? Maybe they played around with wild assault and they decided that they didn't want it in the end. So who knows? But in the end result is what they feel needs to be changed is what the public feels as well. And yeah, basically the stars are aligned. Is the counter hit thing good? That's a good question. Let's park that for just a bit here. I'll talk about the counter blitz and how that might actually affect our character, specifically Dizzy, after I go over wild assault here. So I'm going to go over some more wild assault things. So that's like wild assault usage number 1.5. Another thing, of course, is extending pressure for Dizzy. You know, and this also helps with Wings of Light. So everything seems to revolve around Wings of Light. That's not going to be true for everything, but you know, it's going to be a central point, I think. So if you have Wings of Light on, she's got a lot of different ways to guard crush you. Guard crush puts you in block zone for a very long time. So if I do this guard crush, Wings of Light on, and just loop this, right? How long is that? So I'll activate it. I always say activate. I want to say initiate. Activate is when it triggers, right? So we'll initiate it, right? Bam. Bam. Okay, let's count that now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you know what? We can just look at the number of frames here. So it starts at 60. So it starts around 60, and it ends at around probably not 360. I'll let the timer run longer so we can see. Bam. So we'll pause it on the top at the end here. So about 5 seconds. About 5 seconds of block, basically, if you use all your resources. So so you use it in block strings too. Not particularly that. What I use it for anyway, is something like this. I want to go into like a 5D, for instance. Going into a 5D, it's just one of the ways Dizzy can open people up like most characters can. Right? So, right. She's got a nice combo from here. Right. Gauss, how's it going? What's up? So you can use it in a block string and go into a mix-up if you have the resources. So, but this is pretty resource intensive. You have to use 50% burst and you require 50% tension, right? And even still, going into wild assault in a block string generally is not airtight. There's generally gaps in there. So it's not like a guaranteed thing. So it's a flawed thing to begin with, right? If you're using it in block strings. So that's like usage number 2 for Dizzy's wild assault. Extending pressure, but that's no different than any other character with a blue wild assault. Do you use charge wild assault for block strings? There is one way to use charge wild assault in block strings. Although, because of the most recent nerf to guard crush, I think it's not as good. And that recent nerf to guard crush would be being able to YRC it. So now you can YRC it. You can use your guard cancel to break out of block. Before you couldn't YRC this, so that was a little bit of a nerf against Dizzy. You know, the fact that you can YRC a guard crush, because even though she's not a grappler, she uses that guard crush situation to do her strike throw, which I'll show in a little bit, can go into a really devastating combo. Yosiba Lure says because if it's just the wall assault, but renamed, that would be bad. Oh, no. It's not just the wall assault that got changed to counter blitz. It's not a name thing. There's actually something that that is important for counter blitz, and I'll go into it. It's like a conditional wall assault. Very interesting mechanic. I'll go over it in just a moment. I do it as a... Do you use charge wall assault for block strings? I do it as a backdash call out. I'll show you guys what I use, how I used to use charge wall assault. Actually, it's good to just kind of show you here. Show it like you want a character with a DP. Gauss, they should at least... Sorry, excuse me. They should let Dizzy specifically keep wild assault. Yeah, I mean, there could be like a unique mechanic for her. I don't feel like that should be a thing. Like, if you're going to give Wall Assault, you should do... like, if you're going to give a character a way to use Burst to extend pressure, that's pretty unique. Just give her her own resources at that point, you know? So this is what I used to do for... This is how I used to use Hard Wall Assault for this particular block string. Right? Actually, it's kind of neat. I'll do it again. Ice Spike, bigger, a better stagger. Next patch, I'm switching to Jam. Jam looks cool. If you guys like Jam, then please play her. Right. So, don't focus too much on the end combo. You can do a better combo there. But like, here, if they start blocking, there's no way out of this other than like a burst or YRC. So I'm holding up back here. Remember when I mentioned like the flaw for wall assault is that you can just like backdash it? It's it inherently has a flaw. That's if you use like level 1 wall assault. But if you use level 3 wall assault or the fully charged one in a particular block string, such as this, you cannot backdash or mash between the gaps because there is no gaps. There are no gaps. Alright. So here's a way... This used to be a way to secure a 5D overhead, because you wouldn't be able to YRC it at all. Except from the beginning, of course. Right? So here we go. 2 hits, bam bam, wall, guard crush. And then if they didn't YRC before that, then they have to like kind of deal with that overhead. Of course you can YRC at the beginning now. But what makes this really cool... And I don't do this anymore, by the way. What makes this really cool is that it's DP reversal. Excuse me. It's DP safe. There you go. Right? It's a way to... it's a way to avoid that DP. Of course, you wouldn't punish with that 6H at that point. You can do a bigger punish than that. Once you visually confirm they DP'd, you run in and do a close slash. Or whatever. Yeah. So, I mean, you can still do this. By the way, you know, they did buff the far slash hitbox to be more disjoint. But actually, this was something that you could do before that buff, and it would avoid vertical DP. But yeah, far slash, even with the previous buff, or even with the previous patch when they didn't buff the far slash hitboxes. Well, that was a little wordy. But you guys get what I mean, I think. Before they buffed that hitbox for far slash, you could still do this. Anyway, so wall assault has that use. Basically, you go into more pressure and potentially a overhead. But that's not really Dizzy specific. And like a lot of characters have that. Okay, so here's one thing though that is kind of universal, also kind of Dizzy specific. And that is if we're going to be converting a particular setup. All right, so that's point number 2. Here's point number 3. Yo, Marcus, how's it going? Gorgonzola, hope you're doing well. Chap says, we also don't know how much Dizzy is getting changed from 2.0. I'd imagine a lot of characters who rely on it are going to be reworked. That is my thoughts exactly, actually. We're going to talk about that. Before we talk about it, I want to see where we're going to use, where you would use Wild Assault if you play Dizzy. Yeah, Dizzy is pretty much going to guarantee a rework right now. I mean, at this point, maybe not, but like from the points that I just mentioned, actually we built this pretty strong case that she would get changed so far. Like, you know, how Wild Assault really works with Wings of Light, and how almost Wings of Light relies on Wild Assault to run down the timer. I got a few ideas on how they might change things. But yeah, check this out. Now, this is a me thing, and this is gonna kind of devastate how I play Dizzy without Wild Assault. And that is because I like to do this. I like to do the 2K2D and set up a jump behind, a dash jump behind into a air dash back JK. Right? You have to turn around first. Or a landing low, like an empty low. So this has been pretty effective for me. When I first saw this, when I first tried it out and I saw this, I thought it was going to be garbage. I mean, it's not great, but it's like not absolute garbage because you have to turn around before you do JK. That takes some time. It would be nice if you had like a cross-up button. But anyway, you do have to turn around and do JK. It seems slow, but you know what? It worked. It helps. Like, I did it in Japan a bunch when she first started, and I was very surprised to see that Celestial Japan players were getting hit by this. But you know, this is not very. Doing this, if you open them up with this, isn't very effective, right? You know, if you do, you can loop it basically, right? You can do jump behind, 2K2D again with fish, and kind of loop it, right? The farther you dash, the less real the setup is. So you want to do it way up close. Anyway, the point is, it's not, you know, you're basically doing a bunch of mosquito bites to kill your opponent, right? Wild Assault actually helps in this regards. So there's not really much you can do to convert this up close. See that? It whiffs. It doesn't whiff on all characters. It whiffs on certain characters, such as Testament for some reason. Right? Flow slash 2H, I believe, can never reach Testament. So we have to fix it up against some characters. And how we fix it up is that we use resources. In this case, land, flow slash 6H, and guess what? Wild Assault. This is what I do. Now it sort of makes it worth it, right? So Wild Assault helps in this way. Helps fix like Dizzy's flaws, essentially. Right? If this doesn't work, okay, so we gotta do the other thing. And the other thing requires meter. Right. You know? Let's actually do something proper. What would I actually do? I'm close to the wall. We can sometimes get a wall break, or we can just go for a setup. Let's say we do it from here, right? So the point is, Wild Assault can be used where Dizzy already has flaws, right? Dizzy is a flawed character. He's a massively flawed character. Right? Incredibly flawed character. In such a way that you need a mechanic like wall assault to kind of ameliorate these flaws. You know, it bridges her into becoming a actual character. All right. So there's one more thing that I want to show before we move on to the next point. So this is like point number 3. It basically mitigates a lot of the flaws that she has. Wall assault
Come back later, okay?
kind of bridges things to make her a complete character. All right. So that chap says wall assault has been a balanced nightmare since it got added. It's an era. It's an end of an era for Strive. It was a good run. Yeah, wall assault is a weird thing. I always mention, and I've always said this, is that it seemed like Arc System Works was trying to imitate Capcom. Because when Street Fighter 6 came out, we had the Drive Rush. You had this resource that you can use right away. Can be used for defense and offense. So it's like they were trying to imitate that. Because in Street Fighter 6, everyone was playing Street Fighter 6. Everyone loved it at the time. They thought it was a genius thing, right? To have that bar, the drive bar. So it seemed like Guilty Gear Strive wanted to copy Capcom's homework. So they used an already existing resource and made it into the Drive Rush, essentially. So for me, as someone who played Guilty Gear for a long time, I've always seen burst as a thing that is used for just bursting, you know, and maybe blitz and Guilty Gear Xrd, but nothing more than that. So when they implemented it, when they implemented Wall Assault and Deflect Shield, it seemed very awkward and weird. But then again, if you look at Guilty Gear Strive as a whole, it is like an awkward kind of sibling of XX and Xrd. They can do whatever they want basically with this, and it's you know, this is like their experimental game, it seems. So I accepted it as it is, as it was. It was a very, very cool thing that they were trying out. But now they're just removing it, giving us blitz counter. It was weird. It was weird to begin with, and since its conception, right, from the beginning to the end, it's always been awkward. I don't know about you guys, but I'm always so hesitant. Or rather, I myself, after this many years of playing Strive, and using a character like Dizzy who relies on Wall Assault, I still don't know when to do it. And every time I use it, I'm like, am I using it right? Do you guys get the feeling too? Even if it like, even if you break the wall or get into a favorable situation, you start, I don't know, I doubt myself. I think to myself, maybe I should have saved that for a defensive moment. You know, there's no, I feel like there's really no definitive use of it. It's, I don't know, it's weird. I always get anxious using it for not burst. But anyway, Gorgonzola Plaza says, I'm happy as an Eldritch sorcerer who realized they can infuse Snickers bars with chaos magic that makes chocolate rampaging delicious. Deep fried Snickers bar? I'm doing pretty good there, Gorgonzola Plaza. I think a less appreciated side of Blue Wall Assault is the block string mix. Being able to shake up Daisy's relative linear block strings can help with conditioning. I think so too. I think so. I often use it successfully in block strings to do like a 5D overhead, for example. Simpling, how's it going? I think most of season 3 and 4 characters were made with Wall Assault in mind. Johnny definitely was. Yeah. Far/, with punish into Wall Assault, for sure. Elias says, because it feels like you're wasting such a crucial resource like burst. Kind of that feeling. Yeah, I think so. Simpling says, I think Daisy's options were so linear. I'm kind of like, well, gotta do it anyway. Fair enough. Here's a really cool way of utilizing it, by the way. So throwing them out of the corner. This is like point number 4. Using it in combos again, but cool combos. Using it in cool combos. Check this out. So there's this really cool Daiji setup that I'm like obsessed with, and it originated from this particular sequence. I'm gonna throw Testament out of the corner. Actually, you know what? We gotta set it up. We gotta make sure. We gotta get Wild Assault. Excuse me. We gotta get. We have to get Wings of Light. So you get it from this. You throw them in the corner, or you do some form of a knockdown. To get into a Guard Crush. Wings of Light. So Guard Crush into Wings of Light, you're +9. This sets you up for really good strike throw. If you can do this, which you surprisingly can get this a lot. Throw them out of the corner. You summon fish. I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna do it. There we go. Not that combo. Here we go. Here we go. This is it right here. This will time everything in a way that Wings of Light will have time to activate and trigger, dealing this much damage from a throw. This requires 50% burst, and I'm blocking the meter right now, but you don't need 100% meter for this. You can just use it. You can use maybe 50% meter and still do decent amount of damage. This is from a normal throw, by the way. So Wild Assault kind of unlocks this hidden damage that she does. And really, this is where her kit becomes interesting and really shines, in my opinion. When you use Wild Assault and Wings of Light together to do something cool like this. This is why I enjoy Guild Tier, to kind of do really cool things like this. Cynically Insane, how's it going? Oh, we are in 2x KO now off of throws. Yeah, exactly. She becomes a League of Legends hero. I don't know why I said League of Legends weird like that. I'm like trying to say Dota 2 at the same time. And this is not hard to get into. Let's just, for experimental purposes, only give me 50% meter. 50% meter. Let's give myself like 45% meter. You don't need 100% meter here. So it all starts from like getting your initial throw into an OTG. And here we go. Oopsies. I might need to do a couple tries here. Okay. Here we go. Huge damage. Look at that. All that red. You started off with only like 45% meter, and you do that much damage from a throw. All thanks to Wild Assault. You know? Partially thanks to Wild Assault. Like, mostly thanks to Wild Assault, of course, thanks to Wings of Light. But this wouldn't happen unless you can go into your combo. Or you couldn't do this unless you can go into your throw in your combo, which is facilitated by the Wild Assault, right? So she loses a lot of these cool things, a lot of things that kind of define her in Strive without Wild Assault. Which leads me to my final point. You know, we showed some examples of how she uses Wild Assault. I think she's going to get reworked. She's either going to get heavily reworked or a lot of buffs to make things that are fake real for her. Because it's very crucial to run down this Wings of Light timer. Instead of it being 10 seconds, by the way, Vi editor, if we're making a video out of this, this could be like sort of a wish list. I think that because Wings of Light, because Wild Assault helps run down the Wings of Light timer, I think it's reasonable to assume, or to have a educated guess, that they're going to decrease the amount of time it takes you to that trigger point. Right? I feel that. So that's like an easy way to kind of go around the lack of Wild Assault and how it sort of works with Wings of Light, you know? It'll make her a little bit more more dynamic. A lot of times people say everything that Dizzy does is slow, so throwing somebody takes like a year, but that's intentional because Wings of Light needs a year to activate, right? So they're gonna cut down the timing by a little bit, is what I feel. That's like an easy change. And by how much time? I think half the time is too much, so they're probably gonna do like from 10 seconds to like 7 seconds. That seems to be on point of on how they make changes, right? For characters. I think it'd be wild if they like cut the timing by half. They want to see how that works, and then maybe they'll adjust that a little bit later on. So let me read some of this. I think Dizzy options are so linear. Yeah, you the wall assault anyway. So that chap says, honestly, I do like the idea of using defensive resources as offense. I think Arxis just couldn't nail the risk reward for a lot of characters. Makes it feel broken or feel weak.
Wait a moment.
Again, I never forget season 3 red, white, wild assault. Blaze blue overdrive. Yeah. But yeah, this game and its characters weren't designed with wild assault in mind.
Wait a moment.
Simply says, I'm hoping rather than Band-Aid fix lowering the time, they just rework Dizzy's
Wait a
wings
moment.
and gameplay entirely. Speaking of, some people were saying Volta might be gone based on the footage. Ooh, uh-oh. That changes a lot of things that I do. Let's talk in terms of, yeah, you know, I'm with you this Simile.
It's dangerous here.
I would rather have them rework Dizzy altogether. But at the moment, let's hypothetically think about her current kit and how they could change it based on the removal of Wild Assault. But I think also the removal of Wild Assault, it just changes Dizzy altogether. It would make sense if she was completely reworked. But if we were kind of to work with her current kit right now, I think the lazy change would be to decrease Wild Assault. I always mess up Wild Assault and Wings of Light. To decrease the Wings of Light timing is what I think. Another thing is, and I don't think it's too wild to think about this, to assume this, or to wish for this, but it would be nice to have an actual, like, air to ground. So these moves are good air to airs, but her heavy buttons don't hit the opponent. Generally speaking, if they're crouching, right? So having better aerial normals would be lovely. And I mentioned in one of my videos that, you know, on my wishlist video, it'd be nice to have Dizzy's XX J2S, where it's a good enough button to hit air to ground. It's like she kind of does like a spin. It's like a spin with her wings, and the wings turn into like blades. It's a good air to ground, and it's a good crossover button. So it would kind of fix like the issues that she has right now for the things that I like to do. So after 2K2D, for example, this is sort of like a wish list thing here. I'll get her. You want Dizzy to? You want to give Dizzy mix? Yes, yes, I'd love that. Actually, so it would fix the thing that I was talking about before, right? A better air to ground would allow her to, like, air to ground that crosses up, rather, would allow her to do stuff like this without having the need of Wild Assault to extend the combo. Like, this would actually reach. Oh, I got lucky. Or maybe this probably wouldn't reach, right? But perhaps we can get a better cross-up if we had that J2S from XX. Let me show you guys what that move looks like. In general, though, like, her air to grounds, her level 2-3 air to grounds are like not very good. Failure plus our Dizzy, Dust Loop, normal moves, and J2S. And in my video, I said like, hey, I understand that giving a new move, new normal move, or changing a new normal move to a character
Wait a moment.
through patch changes isn't realistic. I mean, it probably takes so much resources to add things and that sort of thing. But if we're switching from Guilty Gear Strive 1.0 to Guilty Gear Strive 2.0, I don't think it's out of the question. I mean, I don't think it's out of the realm of what am I trying to say here? I think it's realistic to to well, maybe not so much actually. The more I think about this, the more I'm like, oh, they probably wouldn't do this. But versus a patch change, going from instead of going from like 1.40 to 1.50, if we're going straight to 2.0, the next version of Guilty Gear Strive, I think it's reasonable. I feel it's reasonable to wish for something like this, a new normal button. Either this or give her a better hitboxes on her air normals. Like, I know this is supposed to look like an air to air, but just slightly make it better. Slightly give it a lower hitbox, please. There are setups that work against some characters, but will never work on other characters. Like, and even if it doesn't like fit the graphical design of it being an air to ground, it still works as an air to ground on some characters, like that against Testament. But in other characters, it will never ever work. And for a game that is all about kind of making things universal, homogenizing like system mechanics such as wake up timings and what have you, I am disgusted that there are things that work on some characters and things that doesn't work on other characters, and they leave it in there. While like the game philosophy seems to be, we're just going to we want to try to kind of standardize everything for everybody. C2 back to back, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Like you saw that work against Testament, it will never work against Jackal. Look at that, right? So here's another wish list thing. Standardize, or actually basically increase the hitbox vertically downwards for like some of these air to grounds, so that they're more consistent. Please listen, Marxist. And having that one button, I think, might fix it too. Yeah. Anyway. I also think, like, okay, so you're seeing that this works against Jackal, right? It didn't work against Testament. But every once in a while, that doesn't reach. Maybe make moves, I don't know, have certain moves push back less while grounded, and that will kind of fix that too. That'd be nice. But these are a lot of kind of nitpick things that I'd wish for. And a lot of them are like, because you don't have Wild Assault. Now, because they're actually like, they are really going to redact Wild Assault, they're going to remove it. I feel that they're just going to rework this character altogether. There's so many things, so many little things that need to get changed for this character to be like a real normal character. And removing Wild Assault really makes this character she doesn't work really well. I truly think that there's going to be a rework. Like, there's so many little nuances in her current kit that it's like, let's just go back to the drawing board. I feel. All right, let's read some of that stuff that you guys are talking about. So if you copy paste current Dizzy to 2.0, even with the system changes, she might be bricked. Yeah. I feel she's gonna be pretty bricked. I mean, I think her current game plan straight up not working anymore is a valid reason to expect rework. Yeah, exactly. And honestly, lowering that Wings of Light timing by a few seconds isn't gonna be a big difference. But I feel like that's what they're gonna do. It'd be nice if Wings of Light did something else, though. Like, what could Wings of Light do differently after it activates, after it triggers, to really make it interesting for her? Like, I can't... It's hard for me to kind of think about that, actually. Like, give her... Maybe instead of, like, draining her meter, maybe she just gets positive bonus, you know? If you let it activate, she just gets positive bonus. That would be interesting. Rather than just, like, draining your opponent's health by being close to them. I don't think that's... you know, that might actually be a good idea. Sometimes, you know, you're playing zoning or whatever. You're kind of here, and your opponent is just waiting for... they're just waiting for ice field to dissipate, so they just kind of sit back a little bit. But if Wings of Light does something like, oh, grants Dizzy positive bonus, that would force the opponent to kind of go into fight Dizzy, right? Which is like sort of the thing that zoners want, because as the rushdown character is approaching, you know, you can anti-air them if they jump at you. You have options to basically shut down their approach. Double air dash? Double air dash when activates? Yo, actually, you know what would be cool? If you successfully activate it, she gains an ability or something like that. Yeah, double air dash, right? It's like number 1. Number 2 is like double damage or something like that, right? And it carries over each round. Wouldn't that be cool? So like the game plan for her is to like try to, you know, try to farm Wings of Light timing, and then you know, carry over those buffs to the next round. That would be kind of cool. That would be a really cool mechanic, actually. Just a humble farmer. She's just a jungler, you know. We're talking about 2x KO with her throw damage. Maybe she's a Dota 2 character. She's jungling like Ursa. What if it equalized meter? Yeah, I don't know. There's some cool things that they could do with her. All right. I want to kind of quickly go over the new mechanic, counter blitz. So first of all, what is it? Let's take a look at that trailer real quick. I have some questions. Like, I know it's a thing that happens after a counter hit. So, like, you counter hit your opponent, and on this big counter hit, you're able to go into... you're going to be able to go into your counter blitz. And it's going to be after your heavy buttons. So heavy 5H, 6H, 2H, 2D, and also actually your aerial buttons. But I don't think you can activate it in the air, right? I think it's a grounded thing. Maybe it's a... Actually, no, this is not the same. That's not the same effect. So this is like your medium counter. So there's 3 levels of counter hit. Regular counter hit on a light hit. A medium counter hit. Game stops for a little bit longer. And a huge counter hit. Like 2D. Game stops, camera moves. Game stops, camera moves. You get that big counter hit. Counter blitz can be activated after you get that big counter hit. And you push forward dust when that happens to go into your counter blitz. So my question is it just like a wall assault that you do? And then are you responsible for the rest of the combo? That's question number 1. Question number 2 is, does it wall break no matter what? Like, if you combo after it, does it always wall break? And question number 3 is, when you get the wall break, is it a regular wall break or is it a hard knockdown wall break? So these questions I've been thinking about. I never bothered looking at the trailer again to confirm. So let's go ahead and look at it and give me, anyway, some confirmation. So it's going to be Guilty Gear Strive 2.0 trailer. So you guys can spoil it for me too. If you guys already know, you can write it in chat here. And we want to look at this one right here. Oopsies. Yo, Jank_PK, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. So this is just a special focus on the counter blitz. So first of all, counter blitz doesn't make up for the lack of wall assault for Dizzy. Okay, so let's look at that one more time. Counter blitz. The new mechanics, so it looks like maybe it's maybe it's just a combo that automatically plays out. Do you guys think? Did they make it clear? Maybe we'll see it again. Doing good. The happy chaos changes seem wild. We'll see, yeah. We'll see how they work. We only know that he's got a new move and no wild assault, right? That's the only thing. Okay, so the trailer doesn't reveal a whole lot with the wild assault. So we still have these questions. Unless they've mentioned it in that little you know, post-trailer discussion. Do you guys know? New outfits. Oh. I was so blinded by that Disney DLC costume that I didn't think about the absence of wild assault. Alright, let's rock. Alright, and that's it, right? So did he mention anything in the live stream? Let's take a look. Live stream. Near the end, hey? Gunshot doesn't guard crush anymore, but I don't know. Oh, that's true. That's a good one. Loki, how's it going? Soul with the DLSS5 filter? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Oh, that's funny. Alright, let's take a look here. So, I think...
In version 2.0, we'll be adding a new system
Okay.
called counter blitz.
What's act? So we don't have a whole lot of information, right? Okay, let's read this one more time. I want to point out that Leo, this reminds me of Vega or Claw from Street Fighter. Oh, whoop! Gonna go. So Gorgonzola or Gorgon Monkey, how's it going? Gonna miss Kai Wallace combo sauce, but at least we don't have blue Wallace anymore. Yeah, that's true. We can block curse for now. That's true. There's a lot. They revealed a lot in that just 3 seconds of happy chaos. All right, so here we go. Counter blitz can be activated during slow motion effect after counter hit countered by spending 50% burst gauge. Once activated, it performs a unique attack follow-up. If the final hit connects near the corner, it triggers a wall break. Okay, so it doesn't always wall break, but I feel like it's gonna be a pre-scripted sequence, pre-scripted combo. So you do forward dust on a counter hit, and your opponent gets hit by, or rather, your character does the sequence. And if you're near the corner, it triggers wall break. Now, does the wall break give you a hard knockdown? That is a very important question. We'll find that out soon, I suppose. Unless he mentions it here. Let me just listen.
So this new action allows you to perform a very powerful counterattack in response to an attack from your opponent. And we also have been making reassessments to the existing mechanics in this update as well.
네, 이 시스템은요, 상대의 공격에 대해서 큰 반격을 할 수 있는 새로운 시스템이고요. 그리고 기존 시스템에 대해서도 사실 이 업데이트에서는 전체적으로 재검토가 들어갑니다.
その中で今回のバージョン 2.0 のアップデートでワイルドアサルトは削除となります。
And as one of those adjustments that we've made in version 2.0, actually the wild assault mechanic will be removed.
The crowd
그리고
going wild.
버전 2.0에서 검토를 진행한 공통 시스템의 조정 사항이
Okay, so they don't mention it at all. They don't mention whether you get a hard knockdown after the wall break. They don't mention what it's like if you're not near the wall. So we'll find that out soon enough. At least, you know, April 9th, we'll find out for sure. But I'm sure that we'll have some hints along the way. All right. So one big thing for me is that currently, like, how does it work currently? If you do 2D into 6D, like if I just did it from here, nothing comes out, right? I think it's a very smart thing to just make it forward dust, because forward dust, like on hit, doesn't do anything currently, right? You might accidentally get a wall assault if you did that, but hey, they're removing wall assault, right? So I think it's nice that it's bound to 6D, because right now 6D does not, or not, rather these buttons here that go into the big counter hit do not cancel into 6D, right? So you can, if you're just farming counter blitz, you can do it safely, quote unquote safely, right? One thing I like to do is I like to do 2D and then immediately cancel into like S McHale sword, for example. So if it's a regular hit or if they block, yeah, if it's a regular hit, you get McHale sword, right? Right. But if you had counter hit state, if you end up counter hitting your opponent, if I commit to a S McHale sword, right? On the first hit, you could actually override that command with another command, right? So if I do 2D and then core circle back slash, and then immediately core circle forward slash, or it's not even immediately, right? This is what I like to do. 2D, core circle backslash, and then core circle forward slash. I like doing these OSs. So I'm going to record myself doing it on normal. Right? So you see, I just did that core circle backslash and then core circle forward slash. If it's a counter hit now, if it's like a big counter hit, it turns into a ice spike. So you can kind of use this big counter hit situation as like a opportunity to option select. Because obviously ice spike, well, I don't know if it's obvious, but like ice spike after a 2D, if it connects, is much better than McHale sword, if you can combo it. What does it look like outside of a normal, like a counter situation? So normally, if you just cancel your 2D into ice spike, you get an OTG, right? You need that counter hit to kind of continue the combo, to extend your combo. Anyway, I guess my point is, that's a little complicated to do with your hands sometimes. Like, you do one thing and immediately do another. Core circle backslash and then core circle forward slash. Right? It's not intuitive. But it's a thing that you can do. You can, there's a opportunity to option select. Now, with counter blitz, it's a little bit simpler. It's more simple. So you would do like core circle slash and immediately dust, forward dust. So it should look something like this, right? Not like that. You can't actually see it. I guess you guys can't see my buttons here. But this is one way you can OS your counter blitz if you want to do something safe on block, good on hit, and also like excellent on counter hit. Put history. Yeah, it's still gonna go. Yeah, not really a good example here because it's still gonna McHale sword, but I am inputting forward dust right after my S McHale sword, and I'm trying to imitate this scenario. Although, of course, you can't do it here. It's hard to show it with forward dust because counter blitz does not exist yet. But there you go. This is just to demonstrate. Again, this is a recording. What Dizzy is doing is a recording On counter hit, it's canceling into Ice Spike. On normal hit, it cancels into Mikhail's sword. So you can kind of play around with that and do it a little bit easier and simpler in the next version, because counter blitz is a really simple input, and it only triggers on the big counter hit. Wow, it's really bright. The sun's shining in, reflecting off the snow. All right, let's turn down. I'm gonna turn on my exposure real quick here. I'll be changing that as we go. But anyway, can you input Corsica back, Corsica // Just wondering. You could, but you want to hit the slash buttons. Well, actually, in the end, that will just turn into Ice Spike. So 2D into Corsica back, Corsica forward. This is going to be Ice Spike. You want to trigger the Mikhail sword by just doing Corsica back / and then Corsica forward /. For example. But yeah, Jank says everyone's screaming for happiness when they said Wallasaw is gone. Yeah, that's right. I don't know why my throat is kind of stuffy right now. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break right now. Try to drain my throat of whatever this is, and I'm gonna fix the lighting. Let's put on some music. There we go. And I think once we're done here, actually, when I get back from my break, let's go on to do a little bit of labbing, and then let's do some games, with the emphasis of not doing Wild Assault. Wouldn't that be wild? I'll be playing Dizzy today, and maybe between now and 2.0, 0 Wild Assault. Alright, here we go. How are we looking in terms of thing? You can talk about video. Like, we don't have to be that cryptic about it. Go ahead, make it, see how it works. Are those all over the place? I trust in you to kind of place things where they should be. Yeah, you don't have to be cryptic about things here, Vi. We're trying to make the intention of today was making a video, but that's why there's no sound. I made it clear at the beginning of this stream that's what we were doing. So, are we done, or is there more you want to add? We'll see. Well, there might be more to add, but if you're editing as I'm playing, then we can always add it at the end there. No problem. All right, we'll talk about that later. Let's take a quick break right now. I'm gonna hit the add button, and then we will be right back. Yo, Dusako, how's it going? Thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate it, man. All right, just give me one moment here. Yeah, I don't know, Vi. I'll be honest with you, that didn't feel good for a video, but if you just put it together, let's see what it looks like. All right, let us be right back, running 3-minute ads, and when we get back, we might do a little labbing. I might just jump into some games and just do no wall assault gaming. Okay, be right back. Alright, we are back. I think right now I'm gonna go jump into some games. Oh, the lighting is better. Actually, and before we do that, let's wrap my thoughts here, especially since I don't think I properly concluded what I was thinking. One sec here. And this is gonna be helpful for video Vi here. That's my editor. Alright, so let me turn down the music real quick. We'll put it back on. Once we play games, we're going to have the music on. But yeah, I guess in conclusion, the absence of wild assault really affects Dizzy. I showed a bunch of situations where she uses wild assault to kind of go into her gameplay, go into her win condition, her game plan rather. And I also showed situations where you would use wild assault to help kind of make her a functional character, like converting things that should be easily convertible. Like other characters would easily convert on situations where she can't unless she uses wild assault. So I think that's reasonable enough, or rather, I think that's enough information for us to draw the conclusion. She's probably going to get reworked, or there's going to be a lot of changes for her. And hypothetically, if she has the same kit, she's going to need a lot of different changes for her to actually function as an actual character. But yeah, anyway, I guess that's it. I didn't really go for a wish list or anything like that. I sprinkled in some wish list things in the stream, but yeah, if you want to add that in there, go ahead and add that in there. But anyway, let's just jump into some games then. I'm going to play some games, and I think let's focus on not using wild assault. And for the YouTube video purposes, if we're going to make this into video, I hope you guys enjoyed all of what I talked about. It was all over the place. But if you did enjoy it, I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. All right. But I won't see you guys who are in chat right now next time. We're going to be here. We're going to be playing games. And my editor is going to have an awful time editing all that. I think I need more coffee. You know, if you don't mind there, Vi, do a bunch of jump cuts and edit out the ums and ahs and a lot of thinking. All right, let's just jump right into the games now. So let's play with a focus of not doing wild assault, and I think I can do that pretty okay. Some games going. Mid-tier, low-tier Dizzy again. So if anything, we'll add that in there. Bye. Okay, it's kind of awkward to kind of stream. Like, I don't often do this, and I don't know if I'll continue to do this, where I'll be like talking about the video at the same time as streaming. That is not my style. This is like a thing of just today. So this is not the standard of how I normally do things, but we're just trying different things out to see what works. Yeah, for those who have joined me from the beginning, you know that I'm not often like that. Alright, here we go. So let's focus on not using wild assault. If I use a wild assault, I should have like a challenge. I should have like a thing where every time I use wild assault, I have to do like 30 push-ups. Maybe that's for next stream. The True Repairman, how's it going? Let me know if you want to play a little Celestial Soul again. You're welcome to play, yeah. We're going to focus on using... oh, here we go. Wild Assault for bursts and maybe Deflect Shield. There we go. No Wild Assault here. Messed up, that's okay. I should get to work on it shortly. Let me make my debut cafe. Sounds good. And Vi, if you weren't here in the last like 5 minutes, I did cut sort of an outro. You can use whatever you want there in a video if you like. Actually, no, not if you like. That was probably the most I would say that's like the most complete outro conclusion that I had all day today. Loki says, any thoughts about adding instant kills back? I would love that, actually. I would love if they added instant kills back. It's like a thing that would pay homage to like old Guilty Gear, but also it'd be cool for new Guilty Gear players to appreciate, you know? I don't think anyone would dislike the presence of instant kills. Do this again. Oh. Kill here. I think it's probably GG's on them though. Figured it was gonna happen. It'd have to be. Yeah, it's like done. They wouldn't do that unless, like, it wouldn't. It's not gonna be in 2.0 at the moment because they would have announced it by now. It is kind of awkward not wanting to do a wild assault. But that means I can burst with confidence. P-fish here, and then jump. Oh. Ah, let's go. Oh no! I thought I saw another move come out. Maybe it was just like the first 2 frames. Going in. Bro? Yeah, I should have known. Wait, what? I think I can ice spike here, right? Damn! That is a lot of blocks done. Ooh, let's go. All right, so far so good with no wild assaulting. And because the amount of dev time it takes to go back and add 30 something instant kills would require the kind of break they took to do 2.0. Yeah, that is a lot of work. That is a lot of work. Surprised I deflected both of those actually. Okay, oopsies. Messed up. Oh shit. I guess, you know, I think just JD with meter would be okay. Playing a little fancy with the P-fish. What the? Not gonna kill. They got burst, they got full meter. Okay, let's try this again. Wait, what? Wait, yeah, I got it. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay. Good ice spike would be the stinger. There you go. We can still do stuff like that. instant air dash or air dash back JH stuff. Alright, we'll play a couple more. Okay, I think we can... Oh shit. You know, I guess I don't do wall assault that often, do I? Okay, we're 2P gaming here. I'm gonna go blue. There you go. BRCN. There you go. So things that we want to look out for against our opponent is jump-ins, 2P on wake up, bursting right away. Shit. I didn't get the fish behind my opponent. If I did, I think they get pushed into my 2P. I think I can super here, right? Yeah. Let's just get right in there. I'm gonna run up in 5H. There you go. Catch that 2P. Are you playing on stick or leverless? I play on stick. There you go. I play on this relic. I type on keyboard. I type on typewriter too. I like the old school. Actually, no, I don't type on a typewriter. Although, if I had the choice, maybe I would. Oh, actually, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If I had the choice, I wouldn't type on a typewriter because you can't backspace. Yeah, the ding from the typewriter is satisfying. That's true. I never got good enough to with Daisy to implement wall assault, to be honest. And now, you don't have to, so it's all good. Oh, no wall assault. Expect a burst here soon. Play Strive on typewriter, Samonosuke. Every time you finish a combo, you have to go do the little ding, right? Finish your combo, ding. I think that'd be satisfying. Yeah, it's kind of weird not wanting to wild assault. Although, it also is kind of liberating. Because now, I don't know. It's like I don't have to worry about that missing resource. Potentially for something defensive. So, no wild assaults. Speed. Can't assess whether... Oh, nice. Shit. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Alright, there we go. Alright, I used my burst not very well. Oh! That was not a setup, but it looked like one. The ding on a typewriter is the exclamation part for the combo. The ding would be, yeah, maybe the end of the combo. I mean, at some point you'd have to, if it's a long combo anyway, you'd have to ding at some point, right? It's like a crucial point in the combo. Oh, True Repairman says I'm on East Coast 1 as Navy. I think I just saw you right beside us. There you go. Old man gamer. Just like me. For real, for real. Oy. We're gonna be doing less wall assaults and more wall slumps. Against Soul, we want to set up the ice field. Uh-oh. And the pea fish. Oh, that was a... I shouldn't have done what I did there. If anything, we want to enter block strings off with the chestnut attack. Wait. Good trade. Stash block. Get some real estate. Oh shit! I got a little greedy with my wings. Oh! Didn't mean to do that. Woo! That was close. Nice. I could have done a lot of things, but I thought maybe my meter would bait my opponent to want to just dash up and block. Okay. Set up the field, set up the projectiles. And... oh shit! That didn't work out as I planned it. Burst is coming up. Loki, thank you so much for the follow, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, my friend. Alright. Again! Good morning, how are you doing? Right. Do I play other fighting games? I used to play a lot of Street Fighter. I played Marvel vs. Capcom 3. when new games came out, I used to just always play them, but now I've just stuck with playing Guilty Gear. I mean, I play other Guilty Gear games, like, I am a plus R Dizzy player. And I used to play Extra as well. I played Ram. When I played Dragon Ball FighterZ, you know, right at the beginning, I played a top tier team. Android 16. Android 16. What is it? Adult Gohan and Vegeta. That was sick. I think I might be dead here. I don't know. I might be dead here, actually. No, I got burst. Whew. Doing pretty good, hope you're well. Yeah, I'm doing very well. I wasn't able to tune in the 2.0 stream. New Dizzy Fit and Jam. Oh my god, I know. So good, eh? Oh, nice. Oh, I meant to do the far ice spike. I shouldn't complete my combo with that heavy Mikhail sword anymore. Because it, like, especially if I want to go for a wall stomp. Getting ready for doctor's appointment, so I shall lurk and then grocery. Nice. What's for breakfast? Hope you're doing well there, Jay. How's it going? Oh boy. Low-key want chicken waffles? That sounds amazing. I don't think I have the appetite for that. But it seems like a lot. Yo, Peebus13, how's it going? What's up? Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Dragon Quest 4. So good. Yeah, chicken and waffles sounds like a lot of food. For me. My breakfasts are pretty small. Like, maybe I get a breakfast burrito from McDonald's. Just gonna make a batch? Sounds amazing though. I find that waffles and pancakes are a little too stuffy for my throat. I need to like drown it with some liquid. Oh shit! Oh my goodness! Thank Daisuke for that vortex nerf. Waffles I can make it later because I don't want solid wall. Fair enough. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Woo! Big hit. Sweet. We're gonna see a vortex soon. There it is. Okay. That's 3, but we can keep playing if you want. Alright. GG's their navy. Sounds like GG wife needs to, yeah, sounds good, man. Always a pleasure, the repairman. GG's. Yo, we got the repairman, we got the guitar guy. Seinen, how's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well. The Zedel or the Zeddy, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow, really appreciate it. Top 5 is Dolphin and Dolphin. Okay. Alright, so once again, this challenge is not doing Wild Assault. Can I play Dizzy without using Wild Assault? Which I'll find out. Kind of burst here, I think. Actually, good time burst if you get hit from that. Oh, this should kill. I think I would have died. It didn't drop. Oh no, where's my fish? Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen either. Oh shit! Alright, that worked out. I tried to air grab. Stash block? Uh-oh. Now, should I save my meter? Use it. Apply pressure. Good FD. Are you missing wall assault yet? A little bit. Just a little bit. Like right now, or at that point, I was going to wall assault. Right there would have been a good time to wall assault. Oh shit, nice. To lock in pressure, that would have been a good wall assault. I do miss it that one time. Range in that. First. Okay. Let's go. Doing pretty good so far without it. Shit. That slow jump in. I'd burst this. Oh, I didn't do my combo. All right. I'll point out whenever I would have used Wild Assault. I'm gonna run up and grab. A lot of whiff punishes. Oh. Yeah, I can do that. My opponent is giving me a lot of time to just maybe set up. Because they're very interested in whiff punishing. Because they're very interested in whiff punishing, they're content with waiting back. And allows me to summon. That would have been a Wild Assault kill. Would have JK slash 6H Wild Assaulted, but it's okay. Yeah, you know what? That's okay. Or is it? It's gonna be a hop kick? Nope. Oh boy. Guess it's not. Just guess it wasn't okay that I messed up earlier. Alright, hold on. Let's go. Flip the table. With dash forward. Throw. Oh, nice. Abare. Okay. Try to play neutral a little bit. All right. Keep playing. 2S round start. Fish. Thought about wall assault. Where? Danger zone for me. I felt like I could have got hit by 6 or close slash. Alright. Hard knockdown. I got meter, so just do this. Okay. I'm gonna dash. Oh, let's JK. Let's go. I wonder when that's plus. Can I make that plus? Ice Spike into Ice Field? Actually, you know what? Making it plus with PRC, if I can, doesn't sound like a bad idea. Good. I guess if I'm unsure and I want to do like a delayed anti-air, I should do Fire Spear. Okay, P-Fish, and I'm going to try to control the ground with buttons. Again. Oh, shit. Alright. Yeah, I guess maybe one more. First, do a first to 5. I guess I should announce that beforehand. JK. My inputs. That should be a fish. Emerald Fox asks, can you stagger with 2K without ice floor? Stagger without ice floor? Stagger without ice floor. What do you mean by stagger? Like for the like a wild assault pro type of situation? Ooh. Okay, again, P-Fish control ground. Oh, you mean like 2K Fire Spear, 2K Fire Spear for 2K Fire Spear? Like that's most effective with Ice Floor. You can't really do that without. You get pushed back too much. Oh shit. Ugh. All right. know, it's not that bad playing without Wild Assault. Maybe it's better for me. I'm like not spending my resources on, you know, rather I'm saving my resources for defensive stuff. The frame trap. I don't think you get a good. I don't think you get a good stagger pressure without it. Oh, locked out. Classic. Ugh. I got hit with the classic Guilty Gear lobby. When you try to lock in with someone and they're leaving, you get locked out. Yeah, no wonder they removed it. You weren't using it much. That's right. They're like, wait, we want Dizzy gameplay to look more like what Uncle Nagai does. It makes sense. They're just watching me. That's why they revealed. That's why they revealed this in the trailer, right? They revealed this in the trailer, and just to get me hyped, because I've been talking about, you know, I've been talking about cosmetics in my wish list for so long, and I got it. They didn't display anybody else. I mean, other than Soul and Ino, but they could have picked any other character, yet they chose mine. So maybe they are watching me. Yo, Punkbed, how's it going? What's up? Excited for 2.0. The Dizzy costume is so cute. I agree, it is so cute. Punkbed, hope you're doing well. How is it in Vancouver? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. It's been a minute. What have you been up to lately? That's a lot of ping. Yeah, not today. A little bit too much of a high ping. But yeah, the costume is really nice. I like it. Grunge, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. What's up? Yeah, you're right. I shall hydrate. Oh, who do we have? Everyone's just locking in with each other. A lot of people playing on PlayStation or Xbox, I guess. She looks like a Russian doll to me. Monkbad says, it's good over here. Started a new job a few months back, so that's eating up time. Can't wait to give Strive another shot. 2.0 comes out. Yeah. Game's always here for you, you know? You know what? I was going to say, let's have a taste of the most played top 8 character, Ino. I guess Ino left. She's still there. Huh? Man, I hate this. Oh, here we go. Another Ino. I was gonna say I hate this Habbo Hotel style. You know what? 100 and let's just roll with it. All right. So the goal is to not use Wild Assault. We'll use it for Deflect Shield and Burst. That's it. No Wild Assault. I guess I'll burst that. Alright. That worked out. Fast. I should use... you know what? S-Spike isn't that bad against Ino. Got my backdash. Oh, got an air button. Okay, same thing. I'm gonna P-fish and then 2S. Oh shit. Using a lot of HDL, hydrochloric acid. take advantage of it. Okay. Not mean to do that. You're seeing? Oh shit. I could have sworn she'd want to burst. I guess it's my I'm down around, not the other way around. No burst. Yeah, training weights, that's right. We're getting ready for 2.0. I think I'm playing better though. It was just maybe choice paralysis that I had when I played with Wild Assault stuff. I burst that. Looks like you and Daiji also doing the same thing. Cool. I do take a lot of my stuff from Daiji. Oh, this is gonna kill, isn't it? Unless I burst. I'm gonna mash burst. No, never mind. You have the same idea? Shit. I'll try your seeing in again. Oh! I mistimed. Maybe this is the way to play Dizzy. I've accidentally unlocked the true way. No Wild Assault. Oh, also don't get counter hit. Oh, not favorable at all. I was thinking I'd get a wall stick at some point there. Cannon, Dizzy power level, no wall fall needed. That's right. Woo! I am messing up my core Soki motion, which is wild. Oh, let's go. My Dizzy TOD combo. It wasn't meant to be. It was like the forbidden fruit. We bit into the forbidden fruit of the Dizzy TOD combo. We couldn't go back. And that's Wild Assault. Now that I've not been, now that I'm clean from the Wild Assault, playing more true. Oh boy. Oops. Okay, let's BRT in again. Seems to be working out really well against my opponent. That'll work. Oh shit. Yes. Oh boy, yeah. Couldn't do anything about that. No burst. Woo! Get the BRC. Woo! You can only hit Eno super during startup, otherwise you get guard crash and focus. Okay. Well, if they block that, I should go to block tree of some sort. Oh! Just hop right over my ice spike. Got greedy with a S McHale sword. Or sorry, a heavy McHale sword. It's okay, we're gonna make this work. Shit. Oh! You can wire see the super? Oh yeah, you could, I suppose. There's a lot of situations where I could have pushed a button there. Let's go for it. On that. Okay. It's just two H rounds there. See what happens. Oh shit! Let's wake up throw. Oh, that gets me every time, actually. Super hot. I think I could have supered there. Alright, to set things up. K-fish, P-fish this time. Okay. LeBro 4401, how's it going? Doing well. I'm gonna jump forward. Shit. Let's do my I should do my other setup now. It's great day to be a Strive player. I think my other setup is 2S frame kill. 2S frame kill. And then fish. Yeah, that's it. And then it's a fuzzy. Shit. There we go. This actually might kill. Yeah. This is the first time hearing English Ino. The other streamer that uses her always has Japanese voice. I like both. I think I prefer the Japanese voice for Ino more. Because it's the same voice actor as Belle Dandy in Oh My Goddess. And Oh My Goddess is like my favorite anime of all time. My favorite anime franchise. But Be My Bottom Bitch is good too, that's true. It's a really good line. The Daiji. Here's super. Just so it looked cooler and my wings light was activated. Okay, good response. 6p. Ooh! 6h as well. A little bit out of range of my throw. I haven't seen Note a whole lot. Not that it would do a whole lot in this matchup. Don't know what I was looking for there. Maybe an RC? YRC? I have a question. Is it normal for lower floors to be there? Currently bought Strive with Season 3 DLC. It is now, with not as many players. Although with that said, I don't often go to the lower floors. Oh, that worked? What? I'm just pushing buttons. I usually hit ranked or East Coast floor 1, as in like the casual floors. Lucky me. Okay, let's try it. Oh no, they didn't give me a chance to try it. Yeah, the lower floors for the tower, I believe, should be... They're probably barren right now, but you'll probably find players in ranked. And you'll find players in East Coast Lobby 1. Justin, how's it going? What's up? It's so funny that they say GGST censored character jam is showing more skin. Viking, exists. I don't get these people. Yeah. I immediately thought people were going to complain on Twitter when that trailer came out. It's wild. I mean, I'm a dude. I like, assets in my game too. I play Nikkei, but Oopsies, that's not a good punish. But I think Jam's great. Jam's design is just great. So, and the same goes with Dizzy. Giving her more clothes is good. Is a good choice. It matches her personality more. And to be frank, I like the chest assets of Jam and Xrd were a little bit too ridiculous in my opinion. Like they're just like chestnuts. Literally, like if you look at what a chestnut looks like, there's two of them right, side by side. In Jam's Xrd design, it looked weird in my opinion. That's just me though. That's just me. And this is coming from someone who's played Guilty Gear probably a lot longer than a lot of people who are complaining about it. I'm gonna guess. They weren't playing it, or a lot of them weren't playing it since 2002, which is me. Can we kill? We should kill. Nice. Just chilling. A little confusing to new players. So Louis says I prefer Dizzy's design and Strive. Don't like her older ones. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you were introduced to her in Strive, you'll look at her older designs and think, what's going on there? But I guess I've known Dizzy in her design from XX, so it looks normal to me. But I also really like this design. You're allowed to like both. And you're allowed to like one and not like the other. And it's totally fine. The only thing, I guess the only complaint I have is, and I think a lot of people have this too. For Dizzy, the wings seem a bit lazy. I think the wings are a little bit lazy compared to what they were before. Yeah, Les Sharp myself says both of Dizzy's designs are great. This is just better as it fits a narrative. Yeah, like Dizzy acts like she's Belle Dandy from Oh My Goddess, but dresses like she's Peyor. Of the same franchise, If you guys know Oh My Goddess, those are two different characters. One of them dresses pretty scantily and has an eccentric personality, while the main character Belle Danny is like, she dresses like how Dizzy dresses now and acts like how Dizzy acts. Maybe Daisuke was just a fan of Oh My Goddess and liked both characters and wanted to put both characters as one. That could be it. Try something new here. Okay. Mess up my fuzzy. That means I hit too late. So I gotta shorten up the timing in the beginning. Mir says, I like the more modest look. Me too. As I grow older, like, I appreciate her with the more modest look, to be honest. Because when I grew up, my first introduction to Dizzy was when I was like 15, 16 years old, right? So, and at the time, like, anime was this new thing, you had to really dig deep to find cool anime. So her design to me at the time was like really, really cool as a 15, 16-year-old person in 2002. And I was a little edgy at that age, so I thought it was super cool. Testament and Dizzy were like my favorite characters. And in my eyes, Dizzy was like the, at that time, girl counterpart to Testament. Well, at that time, Testament was, you know, was a guy, and Dizzy was a girl. So just like, it was like how do you say? It was an old time, basically, right? Of course, now Testament's day, but at that time, you know, it was like, oh, the guy version and the girl version. So I played both characters, and her design was really cool to me, and so was Testament's. The problem was, as I got older, it became more difficult to kind of share Guilty Gear with like my IRL friends and like my friends and my family and that sort of thing. As I got better and better and better Guilty Gear XX, and as I've, you know, to the point where I was competing, going to tournaments, and it was something I was super proud of, it was hard to kind of tell people that I played this character without them asking questions, like a lot of questions. So I appreciate that Dizzy is designed the way she is now, as someone who's been stuck with her for so many years, or who's decided to stick with her for so many years. Now it's easier to be like, yeah, this is the character I play. There's still questions. It's kind of funny, like, I share that I play fighting games to some people, and if they're like super normie, they're like, oh, I didn't, they'll tell me like, I didn't see you as someone who play a girl character, you know. It's just like, it's like sort of that culture still. But anyway, I've read the Old and New Testament. Sorry, I just jumped into this without reading the chat. Yo, Reddy, how's it going? That's why I'm more happy for her now. She's in control and has an outfit that suits her. Yeah. Let me see here. Before and after, you understood the lore? I still don't understand the lore. Oopsies. I let my wife explain to me what the lore is like. Ooh, that was a very high XP. But yeah, hope you're all doing well. One thing I like about Dizzy's old design was that it kind of worked symbolically that the outfit she transformed into a comet didn't suit her. Yeah. There's a, I don't know, she's a cool character. Just like, has a demon and an angel, you know, I think that's a really cool design. Oh my god. Well, Eddie Zato's just pure demon. Oh. There we go. Oh, I don't need to cancel this. I just kill. Justin says, yeah, I have trouble introducing people to Guilty Gear. They just have trouble doing input motions and having to teach them while also make it not boring. Well, this game's aesthetic is certainly not boring. But yeah, teaching someone how to play fighting games is quite the endeavor. Especially if they've never played it before. Because it's not just the motions you want to that we should teach them. It's sort of like the mentality of like, hard work equals satisfaction, you know? It's not for everybody. It is not for everybody, sadly. Not everybody wants to practice combos and stuff. And motions. Good. FD there, Satan. In Sky? I was expecting a wall stick. Good combo. Oh shit! On dash block. Would be a good kind of wall assault right there. I gotta stop doing fire spear. Alright, let's be aggressive. Let's BRCN. Shit. Woo! Not much we can do here. I'll do another throw though. If I was Zado with that much meter, I would be thinking about wire seeing. Mindset is a big thing with learning fighting games. It's also a genre that has a massive early barrier to entry, so it's discouraging early on. I think the most important thing early on is trying to find ways to have fun with the game, which is why I think mechanics like instant kills is very important, because like that is the cool thing to show people. Yo, look at this move that's really cool and flashy that can kill your opponent in one hit. And then like the next question they have is like, why doesn't everybody just do it? And then there's conditions to it. But at least you show them something really cool, right? Get them the hook. And then the rest is up to them, really. Like, I was never a fighting gamer, right? That sounds weird. Label myself as a gamer, but I never really was into fighting games and never really into like learning combos and setups and stuff. I just like the game's aesthetic. I like anime. At the time when I was, what, like 15 when I first saw this game. I just like anime, and I thought the characters looked cool and the music was really good. You know. And then my love for all of that turned me into what I am right now, basically. The biggest thing is trying to find things to really like. And again, not everybody will like the thing that you like, unfortunately. I mean, I'm not unfortunately, like, that's good. It's good that people don't like the things that you like. It creates diversity, and you know, it makes things more interesting. But like, you know, if you have a really good friend and you want to share something with them, it can be a little heartbreaking if they like don't like what you like. But that's just people. You know, you can't force people to. Oh, wild assault! Wild assault! That's illegal. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? I got jump scared by the wild assaults. Kill. Oh! I panicked. Shadow's stronger than fish. Let's cross up. Well done on the block. Good fuzzy. Videos of people beating opponents with just a handful of total moves online. Shows a far less grasp of fundamentals you can take. There you go. We're okay, right? Oh, I committed to the ice spike. It was so slow, that super. I did an ice spike a year ago. It came out. Justin says, yeah, but if you are trying to get new people to play, I think ask them to watch a vid guide kind of just takes him out of it. Yeah, it's like having to do work to do fun. Rainmaker, what's up? Woo! Oh, what a 2p or 5p. Raku, what's up? I love how easily you called the gem. You called the jam discourse in your initial reaction. Yeah, I know. I know how it works. It's annoying. Oops, oopsies. That should have been like a highlight. Not highlight, but like should be more prominent in the video. Sweet. Oh, 5p might run anti-air there. Okay. Oh! Lucky me. Woo! Yeah, Twitter is predictable. Twitter is predictable. I knew they would complain about it. Alright, here we go. I'm curious if the OS for counter blitz kinda... yes! There should be an OS. If there's an OS for just regular big counters, then there'll be an OS for counter blitz. 100%. Basically, you automatically cancel your button into something, and then just slightly later you just do 6D. That's how it should work anyway. Oh, had time to do that. That's good. That's good. That's good. 2D round start. Get him! Hit him with the sword. Woo! That shouldn't be a problem. There's so many ways for me to get around that. Fire spear. Oh, okay, maybe. There should be a lot of ways. I really want a wild assault right now. Yeah, it's okay. Woo! I did show them supers, which is cool in the combos, but I don't know what. Oh, I mean, up to that, it's like, you know, character lore, I suppose. That's cool. Yo, Daisy's cool because she is like good and evil. Got an evil ring and a good wing. Ramathal is like a magician with swords. Sword magician. Soul fights with a big lighter. No wild assault. Let's go. 0 wild assault. that time I was lucky I got a friend who's learning Guilty Gear. He only cares about Lucy. Good. Lucina Kushernata, that's her name? Kushernata? Oh, I was not expecting that to hit. Lucy gonna have a counter blitz combo enders. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah. I think the other way was faster to the wall. Oh. Shit. There we go. Nice 6P. With the dash block. Illegal techniques. Shit. And the BRCN. Woo! Going in. Yeah, of course. Alright, go. Oh, the snakes. Try BRC in again. Stupid fish, don't do that. Fish messes up my sequences often. Just throw. Oh, not like that though. I didn't mean to like throw the game. Shit. Nice. Have conversation. If you want my advice, set small goals, emphasize learning over winnings, stuff like intentionally gatling into special move. Yeah, small goals is good advice. Good thing I broke the wall because I was low-key about to deactivate Wings of Light. With that's like my muscle memory frame kill. I get the wall stick, Wings of Light, and then fish. But what I should have done there is double fish. Shit. Get him? Nope. Not in range. Ah. Shit, that should have been a nice 6p attempt. From downtown. That reminds me of Tech YRC JH in Exerd. Lucky, so lucky there. Don't have anything here, so we're just gonna. Check. Nice burst bait. Okay, let's just do a cross up. FRC downtown from downtown. What if that guy is your chores? I appreciate it. The chores is saying hi to me. Woo. Oh, the shield blocked it. I thought I could push him on there. Shakim TV, how's it going? What's up? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Love the Dizzy? Oh, thank you. Dizzy is a cool character. I'm trying to do no wild assaults here, Shakim. It's actually not bad. Although, I'm not really playing on ranked mode, it just... So far it feels kind of okay. I get less choice paralysis, that's for sure. I was gonna say overhead might be coming. Let's do the cross up again. Like right here would have been a nice time to do wall assault. I mean, I messed up my thing anyway. Right in my face. Woo! My hero says, when doing fish okay, I love throwing out JD and then going back to the same side. My problem with that is that I have a hard time converting it to something really strong. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're just practicing not using it. We can use it on things like that. Oh, the double. The double. I was proud of blocking the first one. Oh shit. Cross up. Well done on the block. Shit! No! Not like this. Okay. PRC. Oh, what? Okay, that worked, but... Ah! Sometimes you do that to catch people trying to 6p you. Not gonna kill, but not a bad situation. Okay, I'm gonna dash block. The burst. Oh. Oh, JS. Was that JP? Uh-oh. Oh, I got so lucky. Okay, let's go for a low this time. Oh shit, I messed up. I'm gonna grab. Woo! TD round start. You know, after a 2K2D, I'm gonna try something, not that one, like a blocked one. I'm gonna do something different. My opponent, Saiyan likes to run in. Shit. Alright. I was hoping to score a wall splat, a wall stick. Nice 2S or 2H, whatever that was. Nice 6P. Oh, caught the backdash. Okay, let's PRC Ice Spike. Can we kill? No, we cannot. Oh, yes. Okay, again, dash block, or actually jump. Yeah. Oh. Okay, though, right? Ah, that's nice. Low to the ground JD is so annoying for Zato in neutral action. Is that right?
Congratulations. Duel 1.
Do that? Guess that's not really low to the ground, is it? Oh shit.
And then this.
I let that just happen. Can't really send Eddie into... Oh, okay. Play around with that. Oh, what a conversion. I guess I'm not doing it too low to the ground. I'm doing it as low as I can on the way up. Go, works against it. Nice up back. A little delay up back there. He's piercing on your wall? Yeah. Dash jump. Oh, yeah, that's my bad. I'm just going in. Oh! Ooh, nice crossover. Alright, sound goodbye.
Congratulations. You work for the government now.
Alright, we'll do a couple more. Alright, I'm playing around with a lot of stuff. Let's stop experimenting, and I'm just gonna do what works. It does not include wall assault. Okay. There we go. Oh, fuzzy. There we go. Okay, that's gonna get his meter back. Oh, that's gonna kill me too. Or not. Or it does. I was thinking the proration from the command grab would help me out there. Oh. Nice block. shit. I didn't dash in deep enough. Okay. Longer replay. The more Saiyan knows about me. Okay, let's turn this around. You have to go soon. Maybe this is a good sign for me to head out. Nice burst. One. Let's grab. Okay, here we go. Shakim says, or asked down for a set. I would be, but I actually should start going to work pretty soon here. Okay, 2S bounce. Oh. Oh, right up close. That was sick. Oh. Oh. Lucky me. Alright. I think I'll do one last game, and then I gotta get to work. One last game. Definitely gotta get some games. Yeah, for sure. I'm down. Today, we're gonna do one last game, then we're gonna call it. No problem. The Glizzy Queen, Bill, how's it going? What's up? Saiyan's doing a really good job adapting. Oh, I like to play more with ice field. I think a quick one would have beat me there. JK. Oh, shit. Oh, ice pop, save me? No. Alright, Seinen, GG's. Really good adaptation. And, strong saddle. Okay, cool. GG's. With that said, I think we are good to end the stream. I gotta go work. I have to get to work. Gotta get my breakfast. But yeah, in conclusion, cool Dizzy skin coming out. I didn't actually need... I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I played ranked games and like games where I really need to lock in, I may need Wild Assault. Like, there are some situations where I got my opponent into a block string, and it would have been nice to use Wild Assault to continue the pressure. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm willing to give up Wild Assault for Dizzy if it means we're gonna get lots of buffs. So I think if I played the way I did, but with more buffs, it would be good. And maybe more toys to play with, you know, more plus frames on certain things so you can get certain setups to work, better hitboxes, like your JS and JH having a lowered hitbox so that air to grounds work a little bit better, and maybe like a 2S that suctions. I don't know, that'd be sick. How did Dizzy without Wild Assault feel? Dizzy without Wild Assault felt okay, and it just made me realize that I actually play, like, this is my natural playstyle to play without Wild Assault. Yeah, it felt good. It felt okay. And I would, like I said before, I would, if I played the way I did without Wild Assault, and then there were just buffs, raw buffs for Dizzy, I think, for me anyway, my playstyle, it works out. Yeah, anyway. Surely Dizzy gets more mixed. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Alright, with that said, let's go ahead and raid somebody. See who's up right now. I think Genmu might be up. Or Genmu might be doing groceries. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I gotta start making my way over to work. Why don't I send y'all to Spud? Spud often hangs out here. And yeah, let's do that. Spud the Bud. Was a fun stream? Well, thanks, Spud. Thanks, Spud. Thanks for editing. We can talk more about editing a video. I wouldn't know what to keep in and cut, to be honest, like to make it coherent. I don't know, maybe you can see something. All right, with that said, you guys have a good day. I'll see you all next time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thanks for watching, and yeah, say hi to Spud for me. All right, take care, everybody.